For just a pretty quiet sort of night. In fact, most of today wasn't bad. Our temperatures in the upper 80s and a nice dry spell, unfortunately, to clean up for some folks over to the east who got a lot of rain in Slidell and St. Tammany and Hancock County. Here's what to expect, though, as we transition to different sort of weather. Actually, we will have a few scattered storms returning to the scene tomorrow. Funnily enough, now that Claudette is even farther from us, a few more storms will be in the scene on Monday and Tuesday. It does look a little drier and a little hotter later in the week, and there's nothing forming in the tropics for now at this point, although Claudette, when I show you that in a second, may actually become a tropical storm again shortly in the next couple of days. Currently in New Orleans, here we are in the upper 70s and lower 80s, and here is our Father's Day planner. I showed you our model a second ago with a few of those scattered showers and storms, maybe starting up early in the day perhaps, and then lasting into the afternoon. I think the most likely time will be maybe midday, afternoon, and then a lot of anything we see tomorrow will be calming down by tomorrow evening. Here's Tropical Depression Claudette, now stationed all the way over Alabama. Still a lot of heavy rain and a tornado watch continuing across parts to the south and to the southeast of the center right now. Here's the forecast that takes it back to a weak tropical storm as it gets off the east coast, moving into Sunday night and Monday. And then just looking at satellite and radar imagery really quickly about what's going on right now. Here is another really heavy rain band and a tornado watch. And we did have a couple of tornado reports from earlier. In fact, the National Weather Service did confirm these two, one at Pass Christian, one at Long Beach. EF0 tornadoes confirmed. And again, thankfully no fatalities, no injuries, but there was some damage. And these were bringing winds of up to about 70 to 75 or so miles per hour. Pointing out also, we heard about tornado damage across Alabama. All these red circles are the tornado reports. The light blue and dark blue are mostly high wind gusts, either with damage in the light blue or just high wind gusts that were recorded in the darker blue. So a lot of effects really off to the east of the center and very far removed from the center today over in Alabama and Florida and parts of Mississippi. For us, again, that was the main thing. Just in Harrison County, Mississippi, we did have plenty of high wind gusts, but thankfully not a whole lot of really high, extremely, 80 plus mile per hour sort of winds. And of course, the big thing was the rain with that big bullseye just off to the east of New Orleans. So kind of crazy to think that the city and other spots may have dealt with that if it were just a few miles off to the west. Unfortunately, it was Slidell and into Pearl River and other spots over in coastal Mississippi that got the 10 to 12 plus inches of rain. So these are actual recorded rain totals from different spots. Again, very manageable amounts for the city of New Orleans, and especially the farther off to the west you looked. By the way, it was Tropical Storm Claudette, so if you didn't pay attention to much today, it briefly became a tropical storm at 4 a.m. while the center was over Homa. So this was very unusual to see a system so messy, not really changing much, not really organizing as it approached the coast. And then once the center gets overland, it's named a tropical storm. So again, pretty unusual. Max sustained winds were set at 45 miles per hour. Here was how the storm looked when it was designated a tropical storm very early this morning. Very disorganized, still just one big rain band, the convection about 100 miles or so from the center. So not at all a classical looking storm, and the National Hurricane Center acknowledged that and also said that it had some hybrid characteristics. Usually if you have a hybrid kind of storm, it gets the name subtropical. So kind of interesting. It is quite rare for a storm to form over land, but it has happened before. Fewer than 2% of the times, though, or the storms form over land. Tropical cyclone, by the way, of course, means either a depression or a storm or a hurricane, just an organized tropical system. Last time in Louisiana was 33 years ago, where Beryl formed as a depression on the north shore, moved to the south, became a tropical storm almost as soon as it hit water and then meandered back, and that was in 1988. Our wake up forecast shows our temperatures tomorrow in the 70s to start. Few more clouds building. Tomorrow's high about 87. We'll say about a 60% chance for scattered storms. So yes, for Father's Day plans, midday, afternoon, just please be aware we may have some hit or miss storms. The severe threat is not extremely high, but we might get a few pretty heavy downpours, maybe dumping an inch or two of rain at a time under a few of the storms. We'll be watching closely. Same sort of thing on Monday, and then our rain chances gradually go down later in the week.
A former LSU track star runs her way to Tokyo, and an emotional roller coaster for an Olympic hopeful from New Orleans. Plus, the latest on the LSU baseball coaching search, and could Paul Maneri's replacement currently be